does Italy represent to you, and which is your connection with Italy?
Growing up, one of my biggest heroes was my grandpa. His name was Flavio Bizignano, and he was always very passionate about where he and his family came from. And so since I was a little kid, Sicily was always important to me. When my grandpa passed away, like 11 years ago, one of the last things he said was, "We will meet in Italy." I had never been at that point, so through circumstances of last year, I just decided to finally come. This is now my third time in Italy in the last 6 months. Not only start to try and learn the language, but also become a local, become a resident.
In fact, I would love to hear more about your project in Fellow documentary.
Sometime in October of last year, I got a phone call from my dad's old business partner, and he said, "Your dad bought property in Abruzzo in a very small town called Faulo." I think I was in Florence at the time. I was basically just on a solo mission trying to sort of shed the passing of my father, and I just was sort of on a reconnection with myself. And we went to Abruzzo, but upon arriving in this small town, I learned about another side of my dad, which was not a side that anyone knew about him. He wasn't the actor, he wasn't the big movie star, he was just this guy named Michael. He was loved in a human way, and they took me in that same way. These people become like your family right away. It's my duty, when family members or people that you love, and especially your father, they go, you have limited ways to hold on to them. And so I found that this property became a holy ground for that.
You are also a cinephile, and I read that you love Fellini and in general the Italian cinema.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask you about your Italian inspirations in terms of direction, actors, films.
Marcello Mastroianni, Fellini, Antonioni, Monica Vitti, they showed a side of love that was not scared to risk being vulnerable. And I think that's why a lot of people like Scorsese and Coppola early on in their careers actually gravitated towards Italian cinema or towards European cinema. Vitelloni, La Notte, Last Tango in Paris. These movies, they're the sides of love that you can only capture when you're really living the experience. Rather than let's make a movie about love, it's kind of like let's fall in love and then film it.
One of your first major roles was the one in Palo Alto.
Uh-huh.
So I would like to know your fondest memory about that experience.
When I met Gia Coppola, it was amazing to be a part of the project. But what I remember the most is that there was just a freedom that a lot of movie sets don't have time to let you do, and was very welcoming, I guess, as a young actor.
Divergent was turning point in your career, I would say.
Yes.
How did that experience affect your way of acting?
It was also the financial turning point because I was about 3 months behind on rent, and I was basically getting evicted, so it changed my life in a lot of ways. Acting-wise, I felt like it just gave me more opportunity to trust myself, trust that I can do these things, and that it was a passion of mine to be in this type of film industry. So I was very grateful for it.